Hello. I'm so glad you came. So I can say, welcome to the Advancement Center here in Santa Barbara, where my team and I welcome you to the amazing world of magic and miracles. A perfect world with no conflicts, just like our origin. Do you remember? You do have an origin. And we all share in essence. And what is the essence of humanity? A beautiful energy without limitation in thought, word, or deed. And achievement is limitless as we work and dream together without allegiance to anything other than a civilization of peace and harmony. And of course, this is all beyond technology. It's heaven on earth. We've all spoken those words, read them in scripture. But I'm telling you, it's possible. And it's possible the more we revel in the magic and the miracles of each other, of nature, a bird in flight, or the miracle of a flower growing in the middle of a field where no one has ever been before. And of course, the birth of new ones trailing their origin with them and bringing all the newness, the purity, the brightness, and the joy. And of course, this has absolutely nothing to do with technology. There are no limits to what we can do. Can you really put your arms around that? No limits. You are here. You are living. And you are enjoying, or should enjoy, everything that life has to offer you. And we haven't scratched the surface. As we learn, everyone learns. Working together. Advancement centers all over the world, based on plans long before our presence. Together, we have the ability to change the world, one thought, word, or deed at a time, and remaining on top of the wave. And we are here to remind you of all that you have available to you at this very moment. Simplicity is truly the key to everything. So many years of studying complex theories and thoughts, all orchestrated to complicate and to divide us all into levels of intelligence. Yeah. Mhm. Described in books by pundits, philosophers, and all sorts of people. Intelligence is not from here. Intelligence is the love that you're carrying, the kindness that you're acting on, and the friendship you have with all people, everywhere. No separateness. We're all visitors to this land at this time. But I guess the truth is in the feeling of elation and the measurement, everything except money. And they say that money makes the world go round. Yeah, until it gets so dizzy, it all falls down. And that's why we're here, to pick you up with the truth. Money has stolen our true value. The power is all within us. Advancement is why we are here, beyond qualifications. Advancement belongs to the people. Advancement belongs to the world. No matter where you go, you are part of the Advancement Center and the world of magic and miracles. No place for beliefs, competition, and everything that blocks perfection, like competition. And of course, hidden agendas. I'm going to read some words that I found that inspired me. And I pass that inspiration to you. And it says, the significance of these moments cannot be expressed enough as each person moves forward and accepts the reality of the moment into their life. The brilliance of humanity continues to express itself even when the social media attempts to hold on to its focus on disaster, and the reality of relief continues to creep into everyone's life. There is an air of freshness in the world, and every person feels something special in their life. The process of life is no longer the focus, and the true characteristics of life itself are venturing into the scene right now. Everything that you normally do or experience throughout each day becomes valuable in itself. and change surrounds you no matter what you may decide to do. The world is becoming a different place, and the standards of the past are morphing into a new set of dynamic situations that force humanity to cooperate and develop harmony in even the most difficult situations. And then I read, there are many different feats that each one of you can do in the physical world, and they're all to do with magic and miracles, what we've been speaking of. You can produce items that help heal people, but in fact, all you're doing is giving them permission to heal themselves, because there's a sense of recognition in every article that allows you to switch on your own energy field that we call health. And it's so powerful. Nothing can survive in its field unless it is to perfect vibration. So that perfect vibration, which is more complex than will ever be discovered in the world, is controlled by your simplicity, by your ability to get up and go, your ability to drive all the forces of the universe and watch them dance, and your ability to connect with us as we bring everything into harmony at frequencies that make them stand still. Wow. In the world of magic and miracles, the physical world is a beautiful place without any repercussions or any sense of destruction. There is only joy, frivolity, celebration, and a general feeling of wonder. Now, one moment. Um, I seem to have lost my place, but that's okay, because there is no place to lose, because I'm here with you. But I do have some lovely things to share. Yeah. All that I've just mentioned has been our experience here at the Advancement Center this past week. And I will share that with you. Now, Monday and Friday, David regaled us with his observations that reveal us to ourselves as never before. That's pretty remarkable, even earth-shaking, in a world that we think we know. Tuesday, Genya revealed herself as never before and enchanted us all. Now, Saturday, we welcomed Adrian back from their trip home to Scotland. He actually took all of us into his experience of his home in every conceivable way. I felt as he did the heartbeat of the land when he lay on the ground in the fairy forest where they were married. And today, I have the honor to gather these gifts for you. It is always such a pleasure to be with you, to share thoughts with you, and feel your acceptance and perhaps a little nod of your head. We are communicating. We are enjoying harmony at this moment. And I just took a glance at the clock, and I'm totally delighted to let you know that the magic of life is here. For those of you who may be visiting us for the very, very first time, let me introduce you to The Magic of Life by Robert Young. This is volume 1. And here is volume 2. And in my deepest heart's wish, I look forward to volume 3, which is now residing on Robert's computer. But I had access to it, and I will continue reading where I left off last week. And for those of you who have been with us, you've been hearing about Alf striding into the meeting with all his people and being recognized because of this miraculous transference of the physical into the outer physical. And it's been very exciting. So you can always go back to previous YouTubes where I have been reading, and then you can catch up with us. So I'm going to pick up right here. I hope this tickles your palate and makes you want to hear the whole story with me. So, Mary had her own living quarters in the complex and was totally autonomous with transport to and from Norwich. She obviously had more information about the arrival of the Summers family than he was aware, and had gathered everyone to meet them on their arrival. "Hello, Alf," said Hendrik with enthusiasm. "I see you are still alive." Alf laughed with excitement as he pushed forward and hugged his great friend. "Mary often wonders if I'm alive, but I think I am more alive than ever," replied Alf. "You look great, Hendrik. What have you been up to?" Alf gave Mary an affectionate hug and moved on to greet everyone else. The seating was obviously organized, and Mary quickly directed Alf to sit next to Hendrik, leaving a large area of the table for Bill, Suzanne, and the children. "This looks like you knew the ship would be early," Alf said with a frown on his face. "It only happened a few minutes ago." Mary looked at Henry with a mischievous smile. "Will we tell him?" she said slowly. "You have to tell him," Henry replied with a forced frown. "He will melt with frustration if you don't." "Stop it, you two," interrupted Heinrich. "Suzanne did a test run yesterday to make sure everything was going to be safe. Then she visited us in Norwich to tell us to be early." "What do you mean she did a test run?" inquired Alf with a deeper frown. "Wow, you have let the secret out of the bag now, Dad," Mary offered playfully. "This was supposed to be top secret." "Nothing is top secret with Suzanne," interjected Michael Wells, who had been sitting quietly with his wife Elizabeth. "Everything she does is published by the town council so that people can get a taste of what is possible." "We have been working with Suzanne for some time," added Elizabeth in her deeply formal tone. "Her latest development is to run a known event in her own world so that she can determine the outcome before it happens in this dimension. It is really cool. Some strange things happen, but she now knows how to make it work." "You have a beautiful place here, Alf," said Michael, to change the subject. "I have never been here before. It feels so comfortable." "Thank you, Michael," replied Alf. "I am sure you will enjoy seeing everything around. Are you joining our meeting tonight?" "I wouldn't miss it for the world," Michael replied seriously. "This is a big occasion." The conversation suddenly went quiet, and Alf realized it was time to leave. Something was in the air, and he was not yet able to bring himself to just hang around while these people communicated with beings that he could not see. "Excuse me, everyone," Alf offered as he stood. "Things to do. I will catch up with you soon." And I just peeked at the clock, and I think I can go a little bit further. Everyone smiled and accepted his excuse as he turned slowly and headed for the door. The feeling of Simeon's presence grew more intense, and everyone waited for his interaction. But as soon as Alf left the table, the feeling subsided, leaving Heinrich with his mouth wide open in total surprise. "Did you feel that?" she began quietly. "He doesn't even know that Simeon is working with him. I wonder what will come next." Heinrich suddenly realized he looked like he had seen a ghost and quickly closed his mouth and gave his head a shake to bring himself back to reality. "You know, the man is a total genius at handling the entirely new infrastructure," Heinrich added slowly. "And now I know why." Simeon has connected to him somehow, and he has no idea what is happening. To be continued. I love reading the magic of life for you. It is always so beautiful. And now it's come to that time when I talk about this past Thursday night, when I had my art class with Mandar as our instructor. I cannot tell you the joy I have in being in the class, working with the pastels, and then running into Robert to show what happened. And hearing him say, "That's brilliant," makes my day. So here it is. Wait a minute, this way. Yeah. I hope you like it. I've loved every moment with you. I do hope you come back next week. But then again, be here tomorrow because David will broadcast, and you don't want to miss that. And now, as always and forever, I wish you a perfect life with perfect health and a future that is filled with magic, miracles, and a lot of joy. Thank you for joining me. I am Barbara.